go back to the origin of time management. Listen, where it all started was factories, not for your freedom. In the 1900s, when factories were booming, owners realized something that would change the game forever. They could control people's time. They could control their output and what they did on a day-to-day basis. A man named Frederick Taylor created a system in 1911 called scientific management. It broke down every job into tiny tasks that was timed with a stopwatch. Workers had to move a certain way. They had to work at certain speeds, follow certain rules. But he didn't want them to use their own ideas. What was the goal? The goal was more work, but less thinking and less creativity. It worked for business, yes, but not for people and not for their happiness, not for lives. Punch clocks and the 9-to-5 trap began. Companies started using time clocks. You punch in, do your job, then you punch out. But your value wasn't based on what you created. It was based on how many hours you worked. That's where the 8-hour day came. That's where the 5-day week came. Be on time mindset all came from Frederick. Every school was built this way then to train kids to be factory ready rather than to be able to think and build or to solve problems in the world. It was creating them to be on a one-track mindset. So how does this hurt you today? We were told that managing time will make us rich, but that's not necessarily true. It can make you busy, but not necessarily powerful. A Princeton study found that time-focused work burns people out and it doesn't build real success because time management wasn't made by dreamers. It was made by people who wanted more control. See, that's why most people stay stuck. It's because they're living by a clock that the people who actually get rich never follow. The wealthy don't manage time, they own it and control it. Okay, so with that being said, what's the conclusion? Time management keeps you moving, but not necessarily advancing. It makes you look like you're doing something, even though you're just spinning in a circle of not actually getting much done. So let's talk about how the top 1% think and how they move differently. They don't just wake up early, they don't just grind longer, they build time multiplication systems. So let me break it down into 7 core strategies for you.